This is Joe with the Cockeyed Homestead. Today, as promised, I'm going to show you my baked bean recipe. We'll bring you right back. Okay, we have got navy beans. I haven't soaked them or anything because we're going to do something a little different today. I've got 2 pounds of beans here, and even on the best day, we can't eat 2 pounds of beans. So we're going to pressure can them today so that they'll be a quick fix for later. I've got 2 pounds of navy beans, so about 3 small onions chopped. It's about 2.5 cups. And you know Mel, she doesn't like vegetables. So don't tell her. But we've got 1/2 cup of grated carrots. Because of my pork allergy, but I want that smoky taste, we've got a turkey wing that's been smoked and delicious. We got 3 cloves of garlic, because garlic is healthy for you and it just has that taste that you can't deny. You've got 2 teaspoons of salt. You've got a teaspoon of cloves, 2 teaspoons of dry mustard, black pepper, a cup of molasses, 2 cups of brown sugar, and 2 quarts of vegetable juice. Some people will use V8. I went with the cheaper brand. But either one, like I said, I'm trying to get some vegetables into Mel. Now all this is going into, I've got a big pot here because this is going to make over 2 quarts of juice that's going into my beans. In this pot, I'm going to toss the turkey wing just like it is. I've got about 2 tablespoons of oil in the pot, my onions, my seasonings, that's pepper, dry mustard, cloves, the salt, and of course it would stick. We've had nothing but rain the last 2 days, so humidity's kind of high on this mountainside. We got my garlic and my carrots. And we're just going to let that cook a little bit until the onions partially cook. Then we'll add the molasses, brown sugar, and tomato juice. It's cooked a little bit so that the spices had a chance to meld with the oil, and the onions aren't even done. They don't have to be for the canning process. But I'm going to put in my vegetable juice. Ooh, that's fun to do one-handed. As if you couldn't tell, Mel joined us. So I'm glad I hid the vegetables first. We got the brown sugar. And we got the molasses. And we are going to let this cook. Well, actually, I'm going to let Mel scrape the molasses out of the measuring cup first. And here you come to save the day. It's easier to do with 2 hands. She keeps saying she keeps saying that she's going to build me something to hold on to things while I scrape it, but
I love to invent. I must invent something.
She hasn't done it yet.
Well, I haven't figured out exactly what to do with it.
Okay. Thank you, Mel.
Sure.
All right, we give it all a good stir. We bring it up to a boil. And I might add that I had the turkey wing at room temperature so that when the heat hit it, it started giving off that good smokiness. Oh God, it already smells good. Okay, my sauce had come to a boil. My onions are not cooked totally yet. I've pulled the turkey out of the sauce, and Mel was nice enough to chop it up into chunks for me. Now this is a dry bean canning method. I pulled my glass jars out of the dishwasher because they were brand new and they needed a good wash. Plus the fact that you don't want to put hot stuff in cold jars. Now, for the dry canning method, all I need is half cup of beans per pint. For half pints, you would take a quarter cup, and for a quart, you would use a full cup. I did not soak these beans overnight. I just washed them and picked through them, you know, the dried shells and the split beans, and, you know, just pulled all that stuff out of it. I did wash my hands so they're nice and clean. Excuse me. I did wash my hand. Now, I brought my 23-quart. Stay out of the turkey. I did bring my 23-quart pressure canner with me, and I've heated the water up so that I've got hot jars that are being filled with hot liquid, and they're going into a hot canner. Grab a couple pieces of 2, 3, 6 smoked turkey, and then you put the fluid over, the sauce over the top, and you fill it to within 1 inch of head space. That would be the bottom line on the canning jar here. Well, darn it, I forgot something else. I tell you what, I'm just beside myself today. You always, always, always wipe the edge of the jar, because if food or anything else gets stuck on it, your seal's not going to stick. What I'm wiping with is some white vinegar, just some regular old white distilled vinegar. Well, it doesn't want to work for me one-handed as well. But you get the ring and the seal, the lid, and the, oh, that's hot. All on in one simple stroke, or it would be for you two-handed folks. Because these jars are hot, I'm using my jar lifter. Okay, my lids have been sitting in boiled water off the heat to get them nice and hot too. I don't bother heating the rings. I've been doing this for over 30 years and haven't had a seal break on me yet. You put them on finger tight, and because this jar is hot, so I'm not going to touch it, but I'm going to set it in my water in the pressure canner. I do have the regulation 3 inches of water in the bottom of it, and it has been heating up. Okay, from the 2 pounds of beans, we ended up with 10.5 pints. We're going to wait until the steam vents. It's actually already starting to vent, but we're going to set the kitchen timer to 10 minutes. When that goes off, we'll put our weight on our little thing. This little pressure knob should be up. It's just barely rising right now, and because of our altitude, we're going to can at 15 pounds of pressure for 75 minutes. Now if you look, I've got a steady stream of steam coming out of it. It has been that way for 10 minutes. It's time to set the weight on it. You will see the pressure start to rise on the gauge here. When it starts its jiggling, it will vibrate back and forth, and then we'll set our timer for 75 minutes and start canning. The canner has been pressurized and canning for the last 75 minutes.
Unpressurized.
No, pressurized for 75 minutes, and I brought it down to normal temperature, which is 0, and we'll see our finished products. Other way, Mel.
Oh, yes. Oh, all right, fine. It's a little guy.
Yep.
I'm not touching that.
And that's how we do baked beans. Now I don't have to cook them for a day and a half to get tender beans. Meanwhile, I've got supper cooking. We've got some leftover tomato sauce that has that good smoked turkey sauce, and I didn't see the sense in wasting it. But I had almost 2 cups, added some water and some rice, so now the rice is cooking in it. I've got green beans in chicken broth, and in the oven we've got baked chicken. Y'all have a blessed day and try this recipe out.